All right, Shalom. Before we start, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to you, the hopeful elect, and a shalom to you brothers out there, all right, that's doing the work and laboring, all right, and shalom to you sincere sisters out here that's listening and learning, all right. May the choice of election come upon your house, all right. And I'm redoing this video, all right, this, for the third time, called Lying Wonders and Miracles, all right. And I want to do this video again because, of course it's important, for one, it's important, all right, to know these things, all right. But I think when I go on YouTube, try to play videos, it edits out my voice. So I'm gonna play the videos, but when I play the videos, I'm gonna turn my microphone off and see how that works. And if it still doesn't work after that, then I'm just going on doing the I'm gonna leave the YouTube videos out and just do the scriptures and get some articles. All right, so yeah, the title of the video, like everybody knows, we should all know, Lying Wonders and Miracles. And I keep that title because when they implement this chip, they're coming with the miracles and lying wonders. Starting with that brain chip. All right, the Neuralink, that Elon Musk is got whipped up. All right, and they already have started using it. All right, they did their first implant on somebody. They say he's recovered. I think it was a man. I believe it was. They said he's recovering. He's recovering right now. But I'm gonna see if I can find the article real quick. All these open, and we'll read this article as well. But let me see. Yeah. So this was this article came out in January 30th, 2024. Elon Musk says Neuralink has implanted wireless brain chip in first human. So they already started. All right. Tech billionaire Elon Musk has just announced that the first human patient has received an implant from his brain microchip startup Neuralink. And a post on X, Musk declared the first human received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. All right. So it doesn't give the gender. So they said first human. All right. Elon Musk, Neuralink's billionaire founder, said the first human received an implant from the brain chip startup on Sunday and is recovering well. In a post, opens new tab on social media platform X on Monday. All right, you can read the rest for yourself. Well, we should all know it, but they started, bringing it out. All right. So, yeah, I got a few videos that we're gonna watch, but I'm gonna mute myself. All right, and then we'll go into them and we'll read the scriptures a little, and they'll be edifying. All right, so. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna watch these videos right here. All right, I'm gonna start with this one. Elon Musk Neuralink implants brain chip in first human. All right, so let's tune in. Stay tuned.
Hey, CoverGirls, plant power? It's a game changer. Introducing the ultimate plant-powered mascara called Cleantopia. 300% extreme lush volume. Now in dramatic ultramarine black. Cleantopia mascara, ultramarine black. From CoverGirl.
This morning, Elon Musk announcing that for the first time, his company Neuralink has implanted a brain chip in a human. Musk saying the person is recovering well. Initial results show promising neuron spike detection. Neuralink's goal is to help paralysis patients communicate by connecting their brain to a computer.
The device is designed to interpret your neural activity so you can operate a computer or a smartphone by simply thinking.
People paralyzed from stroke, from traumatic brain injury, or a spinal cord injury could see the benefits.
This would be a major game changer if it were to be proven to be safe and effective.
The FDA approved Neuralink for human tests last May after years of testing on animals.
Here's one electrode on one thread that when we stimulate causes a flexion movement of the leg.
The company demonstrated the ability of its implants to stimulate movement.
As you can see, Pager is amazingly good at mind pong.
Allowing a monkey to play a video game.
And what better reward for a monkey than a banana?
Musk says the first human users will be people who've lost the use of their limbs. But speaking about the long term, he said, imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than a speed typist or auctioneer. That is the goal.
I really do think that in my lifetime as a physician, I'll be able to use this type of technology to help my patients, and I cannot wait for that day to come.
Neuralink's engineers aren't the only ones turning science fiction into reality. Researchers elsewhere helped this man, paralyzed in an accident, walk again thanks to implants in his brain and spine. And in August, this woman who had lost her voice to paralysis was able to have a conversation with her husband again thanks to a mind-controlled avatar.
Do not make me laugh.
Experts warn much more testing and research is needed before any kind of widespread use of these devices.
All right, so you can see that they're targeting a certain group. All right, and that group are people who lost their ability to walk, use their limbs, their arms, legs, or even blind people or deaf people. All right, so that came out 2 weeks ago. All right, that was from ABC News, and we read that in the article, so that they're already starting this thing up, okay, and they're going to continue, and more and more, as things go, as times go on. All right, so let's get of course we got to start with Revelation chapter 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. That word mark in the Greek is charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and for all the newcomers, all right, see that mark, charagma. Let's play it so you can.
Strong's G 5480, charagma, charagma.
Charagma or charagma. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark, all right, of the stamped on the forehead, the salaki of the mark stamped on the forehead, or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist or anti-Messiah. And the scriptures say there are many anti-Messiahs. All right, so it's gonna be this proves this is a physical a thing that's gonna go to your hand or your forehead. So a lot of groups I tell you that it's spiritual or it's sin. All right, it's sin itself, or it's philosophies, or anything else other than telling you that it is the mark, that is the RFID chip. They don't have it. They're not telling you the truth. All right, and they sold out. All right. So let's look up some of these words. All right. Imprinted. Matter of fact, we'll just go to Google. And I hope this when I upload this, the sound comes through. Define imprint.
Imprint.
It says impress or stamp a mark or outline on a surface or body. All right. It says stamp, punch, print, impress, mark, engrave. All right, etch, emboss. All right. It says down here, a mark made by pressing something onto a softer substance so that its outline is reproduced. All right, but we want definition 1: impress or stamp a mark or outline on a surface or a body. Okay, and you got the word stamp, punch, impress, engrave. All right, so let's look up some of these words. All right,
engrave,
cut or carve a text or design on the surface of a hard object. All right. Let's see, we get etch.
etch,
Engrave metal, glass, or stone by coating it with a protective layer. Let's see the full definition. We read definition one. Engrave. It says by coating it with a protective layer, drawing on it with a needle, and then covering it with acid to attack the parts of the needle has exposed, especially in order to produce prints from it. This is going to something different, but it still got the same words: engrave, carve, inscribe, cut in. So they're going to cut into your into your hand or your when nearly they're going to do surgery on you. So they're going to cut into your brain or your skull. All right, stamp, print, mark. All right, so hey, this is what this is what it is. Oh, Salakia. All right. So a stamp, imprint, and mark this is a physical mark, man. A physical thing is gonna go. This is physical, not spiritual, nothing else. All right. Verse 16 again, and he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark, a charagma in their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. How can you buy and sell with sin? All right. You can't buy. You're not gonna go out to the store and say, hey, I committed adultery today. Can I get a loaf of bread? You know how stupid that sounds? They're going to let you crazy. All right? Or you're not going to tell them, hey, I stole or whatever, All right? Because sin, what is sin? Sin is the transgression of the law. All right? So it can't be sin. Okay? There's without the mark, you can't buy or sell anything. You can't go to Walmart, BJ's, Costco, Whole Foods, Home Depot, whatever. Can't go Chipotle. All right, can't buy or sell without it. Can't eat. All right, so you gotta have the mark if you want to buy and sell. And a lot of people want to take it because they're not gonna have faith in the Most High Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. All right, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of Salakia. Count the number of the man. Let me slow down. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. All right, let's go into this. Child size stigma. All right, and you want to that word. Let's go to G4742. Stigma. It says from a primary stitzo. All right, to stick, i.e., prick. All right. You read this. A mark pricked in or branded upon the body. Okay. Let's see what this is.
Prick.
It says a mark or shallow hole made by a pointed instrument. All right. A pointed instrument or weapon, a sharp projecting organ or part. All right. Let's go to Google.
Prick.
It says make a small hole in something with a sharp point, pierce slightly, pierce, puncture. All right, penetrate. You get the point. We all know what it is. All right, wow. Let's go back to it. So stigma, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. All right, go down here. It says to stick, i.e., prick, a mark in size or punched for recognition of ownership. All right, you go to scar service mark. You go to read Exodus 21. if you have a slave, it says Hebrew slave, but you have a slave, right? And he wants to stay with you, you'll put an awl in his ear so can show that you are his master forever. And that's how these people want to do the masses. They want to put this chip in you, all right, so you can be their slaves, you know. And they want to track you. They want to trace whatever you do. All right. So let's get rid of some of these. Get rid of that. All right. So let's go back. And I probably don't watch we probably don't watch all of them. All right. But we can watch this, how Neuralink will cure blindness. All right. So stay tuned from the Tesla space. Let's tune in.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store in the next
computer. It can also work. Elon and his team at Neuralink have recently made the claim that their brain implant technology will be able to cure blindness. Elon said that even if someone has never had vision before, if they were born blind, Neuralink will allow them to see the world. And this isn't one of his far off down the road claims. Neuralink is pretty confident that they can restore vision to the blind as one of their first major accomplishments, along with giving paralyzed individuals the ability to use a computer through a telepathic interface. This could be happening within the matter of just a few years. But is that really possible? And if so, then how would it work? This is something that we've speculated on in the past, but thanks to Neuralink's recent show and tell event, we have some pretty concrete details on how the company has been working to solve the visual cortex. And the results so far look pretty promising. So, let's talk about it. So for those of you who aren't familiar, Neuralink is a brain-computer interface, or BCI for short. And more specifically, Neuralink is in the category of invasive BCI, which means that it has a direct physical connection into the brain tissue through a surgical implant. This is by far the most effective way to read signals from the brain. Getting up close and personal provides the highest bandwidth connection to the neurons. Neurons are all of the little cells throughout your brain and your nervous system that send and receive electrical signals. Those electrical signals make up the entirety of your human experience. Every sensory input from the external world filters into your brain through neurons. Every motor command to your muscles is sent out through neurons. Hence, Neuralink, a connection point between the neural network of the brain, and that's the outer layer of the brain. It's only a few. The cortex, and it helps us grow the team and continue producing this content. In most cases, when a person loses their sight, or never even has it to begin with, it's due to some kind of damage, disease, or dysfunction of the eye, the organ that receives the...
And it's not due to anything. It's due to the Heavenly Father. All right, if that person was blind, they're blind for a reason. All right, let's get a few real quick. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So it's all according to the Heavenly Father. All right. If they're blind, the Heavenly Father caused that. If they're born with blindness, or they born with being deaf, you know, a birth defect, it's all according to the Heavenly Father. All right, nothing else. All right. Let's get Isaiah 45. And I'm going to start at 5. It says, "I am the Lord Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. They may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord Yahweh, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. The Lord does everything. All right, he creates peace, he creates darkness, he creates evil. All right, he forms the light. All right, let's read it in the LT real quick. Isaiah 45:7 NLT. I create the light and make the darkness. I send good times and bad times. I, the Lord, am the one who does these things. Okay, so the Lord does these things. All right, not some, not going off your scientifical opinion. All right, so let's get back to it.
The light input from the outside world and converts it into an electrical neural signal. The part of the body that receives that signal, the visual cortex, is still there, it's just not getting any input. Neuralink can use their R1 surgical robot to implant 64 tiny wires directly into the visual cortex. Each wire contains 16 electrodes for a total of 1,024 channels that work as both input and output for the N1 implant device. The N1 is just a tiny computer with a Bluetooth radio. Elon Musk will often say that it can also work the other way and stimulate a particular neuron would create a flash in the monkey's visual field. Since the monkey has been trained to fixate on the white dots on the screen, they would naturally.
All right, so they're trying to they say they can cure blindness, but we all know they can't do that. All right, now let's get the rest of these scriptures. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And I hope the sound plays this time. All right, Lord willing. All right, but I'm gonna start at verse 3. Second Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right, look at that word perdition. Destroying, utter destruction of vessels, a perishing, ruin, destruction of money, the destruction which consists of eternal misery in hell. All right, but who's destroying everything? Who's putting everything in utter destruction? All right, these damn devils. All right, Esau, Edom. Destruction, die, perdition, perish, pernicious ways. Who has pernicious ways? Okay, ruin or loss, physical, spiritual, or eternal, damnable nation. All right, I should have started up here. This whole thing, man. The strong definition. Physical. All right, they're destroying things physically, spiritually. All right, not eternally. They can't do shit for eternal. Only the Lord can. All right, damnable, destruction, die, perdition, perish, pernicious ways. They have pernicious ways. All right. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Okay, and they have this God complex. Let's go to real quick. Ezekiel, I think it's 28. Yeah, Ezekiel 28:1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus. Excuse me. Hold on, let me see if this is on. All right. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not God. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and has gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. All right. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore, I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. All right, let's talk about Esau, Edom. All right, they have gotten richer. How they gotten richer? By the sword. All right, but they you know, they gotten riches. All right, and they take all those riches, and how they take over lands. All right, take over, civilizations, people, nations. Okay, they take everything by the sword, because they were blessed with the sword. All right, and by thy great wisdom, and by thy traffic. Let's look at that word real quick. All right, merchandise, traffic, trade. Okay, that those ships, in the seas. All right, so let's go back. It says, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God. What is the temple? All right, we are the temple, and they want to put that chip. And the temple of God is the Israelites, but they want to put that chip in you, man. All right. 1 Corinthians 3:16. It says, I'm reading NLT. It says, "Don't you realize that all of you together are the temple of God, and the Salakia, and that the Spirit of God lives in you? God will destroy anyone who destroys this temple, for God's temple is holy, and you are that temple." All right, we are that temple. All right, our bodies are these temples, man. Okay, but we're still in these chains of darkness. All right, but the Spirit dwells, with us. All right, the most high Spirit. All right, well, his Son's Spirit, Salakia. Okay, let me get rid of YouTube. We're done with that. Let's go back. Verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And he's being revealed. All right, the prophets are revealing him. Okay, over time, and he's getting exposed. All right, that's why he's going to come down with a great wrath soon. All right, verse 9, it says, "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders." Let's get that word Satan. Satanas, or Satanas, Salakia.
Strong's G 4567, Satanas. Satanas.
Yeah, Satanas.
Thayer's Lexicon.
Oh.
Satan. Satan.
So Satanas. All right, come down here. Adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act, the name given to. All right, the prince of evil spirits, the inveterate adversary of the Most High and the anointed. And he's an adversary. All right. Salakia. But you scroll down, it says a Satan-like man. All right, a Satan-like man. Who are those Satan-like men? Esau, Edom. All right, the so-called white man, starting with your top billion elites. They are that Satan-like man, the accuser, i.e., the devil. Okay. Let's read it again. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right, so they come with those lying wonders and all deceivableness. I want to see what it says in NLT real quick. It says, verse 8, "Then the man of lawlessness will be revealed, but the Lord Yahushua will kill him with the breath of his mouth and destroy him by the splendor of his coming. This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles." Come on, man. Come on. "He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction, because they refuse to love and accept the truth that will save them." And people refuse to accept this thing, man. All right, they refuse to accept the truth. They refuse. They rather go, listen to some garbage telling you that, we don't have the name of the Lord, or or the RFID, or the mark of the beast isn't the chip. They rather listen to that. But Salaki, I'm excited. All right, but yeah, man. Let's read that again. Then the man of lawlessness will be revealed, but the Lord Yahweh Shah will kill him with the breath of his mouth, and destroy him by the splendor of his coming. This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. All right, miracles, man. And that chip is gonna be a miracle to these people. All right. Let's go to Revelation 19. Matter of fact, let's go to 16. Then I'll go to 19. Let's read Revelation. I got 14. I'm starting at 13. It says, KJV, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. Excuse me. All right, in the mouth, these 3 unclean spirits are Washington, D.C., the UK, United Kingdom, and the Vatican City. All right, Washington, D.C. is the military power. The United Kingdom is the financial, and the Vatican City is the religion. All right. Verse 14, for they are the spirit of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. All right, NLT. It says, and I saw 3 evil spirits that look like frogs leap from the mouths of the dragon, the beast, and the false prophet. They are demonic spirits who work miracles and go out to all the rulers of the world to gather them for battle against the Lord on that great judgment day of power Almighty. All right, they're going to lose that. They're going to lose that war. All right, they don't have no chance in the world. All right, but they're going to have, they work miracles, okay? They work miracles on the people, right? And like I said, that brain chip is going to be a miracle on the people. All right, because they say you can cure blindness. You help the people who can't use their arms, legs. All right, who are deaf. All right, they don't get a lot of people with that, man. All right, and let's go to Revelation 19 to wrap it up. We keep it in verse 20. It says, and the KJV, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. Those nuclear warheads shooting down on America, Babylon the Great. All right, that's gonna be a lake of fire, not a literal hell. All right, verse 20 NLT, and the beast was captured, and with him the false prophet who did mighty miracles on behalf of the beast, miracles that deceive all who accepted the mark of the beast and who worship his statue. All right, both the beast and his false prophet were thrown alive into the fiery lake of burning sulfur. All right, and that's plain. They're working lying wonders and miracles. Okay, and they coming with that, man. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there. And shalom to you brothers that's doing the work and laboring. And shalom to you sincere sisters that's listening and learning. All right, may the choice of election come upon your house. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying. To the next video, shalom.